Hey everybody, you're watching Game Zombie TV, and right now we're interviewing Steve Blum.
We are?
Yeah, we are.
I don't do on camera, sorry.
Right. I think, I mean, he needs no introduction. I mean, I think it's easier to say what he isn't in than rather go through his entire list of work. I mean, go ahead, what were your favorite roles that you've done so far? And, I mean, favorite characters, movies, anything like that?
God, I can't choose favorites. I'm probably best known in the anime world for Cowboy Bebop or Final Fantasy, or Naruto, Orochimaru and Naruto, and many other things. In the cartoon world, right now I'm doing Transformers Prime and playing Starscream.
Very cool.
And I've been Wolverine in a lot of incarnations of the X-Men, games and TV for several years. So right now I think the only thing that's playing is the new X-Men anime, where I get to play Wolverine again. And Wolverine the X-Men is out there on Blu-ray now and DVD, so that's still going. But we never got a second season, so sorry, everybody. And then in the gaming world, probably best known for games like Mass Effect or Dragon Age, all of the Star Wars games, pretty much. Call of Duty, bunch of different things.
Oh, yeah. Tank Dempsey.
Yeah,
big fan.
Slaughtering zombies every day.
Oh my God! Yeah, finally. All right, and so how'd you get started as far as being a voice actor? I mean, was that your original intention for a job later in life, or?
I had no idea I was going to be doing that. I had every intention of being a doctor at first because my father was one and really wanted me to go into the field and take over, and I just wasn't suited for it. 1 year of school, and I decided pretty much that wasn't the direction I was going to go in. So I thought I was going to be a musician and started doing that on the side, playing in an R&B band during the 80s. And there weren't any other R&B bands in town at that time. We were opening for heavy metal acts. That didn't go so well. Then I started working for a low-budget sci-fi film company. And I just started in the mailroom and as a driver. And one of the guys in the mailroom happened to be casting for one of these Japanimation things, as he called it back then.
Because you have such a wide range of stuff you do. You start out doing, you can do family-friendly stuff like Lilo and Stitch and Ben 10 and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but you also do the more mature like Vincent Valentine and Mass Effect.
Bulletstorm and all that. Yeah, Bulletstorm.
Do you have a different way of, how do I want to say it? Now I just completely forgot it. Of getting into the role, like is it completely different or is it still kind of the same process?
It's all the same for me. I mean, I feel like I've got all of that stuff inside me all the time anyway. And, you know, some days I get to let out the naughty and some days I get to let out the nice. So it's all sort of just a relief valve for me. I've got all those voices running around in my head all the time. And whenever I get to go in the studio, it really doesn't matter what I'm doing. And most of the time I have no idea.
So I've heard that in the booth you actually will like act out your fights and throw punches at somebody if they're nearby.
Do.
Have you ever injured yourself or someone else?
Not intentionally.
he has his own assistant for that to stand there and do the punching bag.
That takes the punches for me. No, I don't think there have really been any bad mishaps. We've made contact a few times, especially when I'm working with guys like Fred Tatasciore, who's also a very physical actor. We worked on a lot of the stuff where he was the Hulk and I was Wolverine. And when we start flying, Fred's a big guy. He's bigger than I am. He's very tall and very wide, and he's got long hair, and he's very emotive. And his arms are going swinging all over the place. And so basically we're ducking each other's punches as we're working. And they actually at one point had to separate us a little bit. So
So did you actually use, like when you make contact, do you use that take or do you just stop and go, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
If there's no interference with the microphone, they will absolutely use that take.
That's awesome.
Sounds original.
So,
just work through it, Johnny.
yeah, just work through the pain, breathe through the pain, and we'll clean up the blood afterward, yeah.
So and then when you do get a role and you start doing voice acting for it, is the animation already done for it, or is it, I mean, do you have any idea as far as what the person looks like as far as the character?
It depends on the role, it depends on the game, it depends on the show. Most of the time I'll have a picture of just a static image of a character, and they'll give me some idea of how the character is going to be fleshed out, if it's going to be 500 pounds or 150 pounds. That's kind of the basic elements, and that's really all I need.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Game Zombie, and take care, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye guys.
Bye everybody.
See you later.